Yeah, hello people, viewers and subscribers. I'm here at the office of the Commissioner of Works, Anambra State, to bring the concern of Anambra, some of them, to the knowledge of the Commissioner and subsequently to the Governor of Anambra State on the condition of some of the roads that we are going to mention. Although there are others as well, but we're not going to touch everything. But I need you to go through this video. Don't be in a hurry, so that if you have anything to add to it, please you bring it down on the comment section. Okay, therefore the Commissioner of Works, and have this conversation with him together with me, the GGM team. All right, sir. More as you know, the Archbishop General Good Governance Ministry and the publisher FBNINGLA the Ambassador General. Ambassadors are people who advocate for good governance wherever they are. So from everywhere, from all the communities, people are our ambassadors. We say, when you see something, say something, so that government will not be everywhere. Government will be potent. But when you see something and bring it forward, some of them, the problem is they want a voice where they can table it. The government seems to be far away from them. So we stand as an intermediary between them and the government to speak, so that government will hear. So recently there were some, first of all, before I go into that one, I want a project I something to cause there for agricultural projects. I want is a established. So going there, those I was wonderful. First of all, it's not that comment because the communities themselves are more going to light off a hand up on Anambra State, because both will have a Tazidi state. And all to the credit of the government for that, now that place is necessary. I have access to the road. Honestly, I really commend that job there. And the other places as well, like what I'm about. I've been so many times with my team. I go guys there about 2 times. A heap back again. I think saying I in a mad society. But it is about the story is a different ballgame. And I thank you as the Commissioner of Works and the government itself. Having said that, other places how would I say but there were some critical areas, all the areas in Afo as critical areas. That is unavoidable. The very important as when I'm knowledge and so knowledge. So you must be every day to an young issue. Because sometimes when we hold up somewhere, you think about the next alternative route to bypass it. So those routes are to bypass it are very crucial now commercial activities in knowledge. So I have to go and drive around to confirm for myself, which I already published. Some of the areas like Nuguta Road going towards Opiwe, QRC, Euro QRC, every time they break it down. Anytime all when we already see it, you break it down. So I came down and I found out that now drainage there by the block. So immediately now from QRC and other places, we have na main road. They break it down those places. And again, there was also one serious concern. Personally, the mother try issues I have those of peace. We're going to go to the road after the peace park. Eba live in Mandeke Kapalugo half of the road. That was the death trap pothole over there. So that place they very bad. And the other flash points were in the also that said I about more than the avenue. Always some palliative work I would go there bad before. But the truth of the matter, heavy flood don't get bad too much. Heavy flood not get bad too much. And then my barrel drainage, all they do. So all the smaller, and they construct all the smaller, all the strong and all the smaller. So heavy flood not get bad per day, and they might development now more or they build more flood. To be honest with you, about was something else. And other here, can cause erosion, big one. Or it's about recently for your other cause than more than it. Now you go to Beijing, among them were planning about I will tell them doors around it. But they can key road to Beijing between that about Bologna, the Creek Road, to Bida Road. Then Bida Road itself, but was there to main market after the motorists they make ever abandon, and that's also that bit that road to main market, also main market. So about other places here. I thought now we had the surprise and when that also had completely bypassed. From where going after Boza, Keke Nagasi me if no Utu Akasia na did the road. Okay, was very road, and the city road that bypass here. So all those places are now major flashpoints. Then cause of Belenjo, like Iru tax office, whenever heavy traffic during evening time and there also. Tax office or just pothole, better pothole. That pothole now cause heavy traffic, serious traffic. That's why I mean stock exchange. Stock exchange. Okay, along that stock exchange. That place, just small pothole, I didn't appear balance in the vehicle. That small pothole now cause heavy traffic. That's another thing. Then also that Holy Trinity. As we Holy Trinity field about everything what is hold up, hold up like the other side of the stock exchange. Then up you work by Walewa, get that for that street. Connected. Bata Belong, who's need to go back and they see it and dodge more they try to put a road by piece. You see a map of so those places where I am a Castlania, in the mother with a side therefore. They can be said like Atane, Mozobolo, and all the government are using at the same time. But not Malo, so there's who they tease a shot. Malo, they unge Bilonia, we are new on rainy season. On our Cavan mother most times, especially in the Keke. Now that I'll give it to land. Then Coco, kill you, the buyer actually open court. Now the woman that never mentioned for one day that I know where you are for one day. And the buyer actually open court. I said, our company is what they back for West because I'm better than I log government become a known one of and I believe that now Osia the government. Now power road, or people buy and or people gonna buy the other time. What I do? That power road since it's the Bolomas. Above the member as a good road. Since you want one Bolomas, that power road and not connect to another community. So an intact community road. Those are very extremely important in our life. So those are that power road, one all very popular. At least also card. Another power road apart from those on car of the local, Nimo Kobani. At least all go back to everybody. Also that power road because I want to roll and I so all I say we're there to your table. Thank you very much for giving us your time.
Well, first of all, no.
Thank you.
Let me start by saying that we appreciate you and welcome you.
Thank you.
Our government is government of openness, and then will accept criticisms that are objective from our people. Because na Eza na Chika, Anota, and if you don't get the feedback from the people, we might be missing the mark. So you are welcome. And I want to appreciate you too. On few occasions, we've had our path has crossed. Yeah. If you remember when we did a documentary on inland dock.
Okay, yes.
That's the first time we crossed. And after that, we went and did some palliative. But like I would tell every person, I'm not a fan of palliative. Palliative is something that you do, and within the next 2 or 3 years, it's gone bad. And then the people's impression is that government has failed them. No, people has is corrupt, they've taken the money and taken the money. And then when we came on board, if you recall, that is in 2022, access road from Enugu through Amansi to Oka was impassable. People passed sleepless nights there. And it's one of the first projects that was carried out by the Ministry of Works. And I can tell you that it's still there. we can look at the quality of work.
How about Anambra yesterday?
Yes, you see, we don't have that. If you look at it and look at what it was, we discover that the world of difference. We're intentional about palliatives, but we want to make sure whatever we do lasts the test of time. So, on the landlord that I digressed from, we went and did some palliative, and eventually I'm sure they will start done work there, but it will never have a flooding effect again. But thereafter, we're taking the flood down to the river. It's a long project, a lot of money there, and we will do our best as government. And I think first of all, we should be very grateful to Soludo CFR, who has actually slept, wake up and do everything about Anambra. He's sleeping, he's waking up, he's discussing everything is Anambra. And he said God has so much blessed him that he has to give back to the people. But God did not make a mistake of making it back from Anambra. So he wants to do his own contribution, and you are seeing the effect. Now, on the other issues, you see, one thing is that we try to be proactive, but within the concept, within the availability of funds that is available to us. I'll let you know that the amount of money, funds available to Anambra State, like given the devaluation of Naira, is so small, insignificant that it takes only God and dedication for us to be able to do anything. You'll find out that some states don't even pay salaries, and some states don't even pay contractors. People in contractors will not borrow any money. So we're intentional about that. And if you take all the money that is available to the state government and put it in one local government, it will not be enough. But the Anambra State, the government just press the map for you and make sure it's taking them one after the other. To make sure, in line with our party, all Progressive Grant Alliance, on the and on one knee, that every person gets it. Because the society is as strong as its weakest point. So that is that. On the issues you've raised, let me start with how Brewery Road in Ogo. Well, we've done the design, and in the next few few weeks, probably 1 or 2 months, we would have awarded the job. Because we've completed the design, we are reviewing the design, and like I said, Mr. Governor of Soludo, I was on phone with him throughout till about 1 a.m. yesterday, and this is what is studying. Power Brewery is topmost in our agenda. He made a promise, he doesn't say what he cannot do. We're going to attend to that. So Joko should relax. And people should also have patience with us because we are just 2 years plus. Let me say this, just to digress. Our average monthly receipt from Abuja, very top, that is take the upper limit, is about 9 billion naira a month. And the 9 billion naira, and we are about 8.5 billion on the Anambra. So when you divide it, as we brand the whole money, and we are sharing it to the in Anambra, what you will get, and I will get, is 1,058 naira a month. So which means in 12 months, we are going to get about 12,000. This is the money that is available to the governor as in the Anambra, and this is the money we used to pay salaries. Do the road infrastructure, the medicals, which free maternal services. You go to the hospital, you are delivering your child in any government hospital is free of charge. It's private education, nursery school to GS3 is free. Absolutely free. This is on that little amount that you get. That's your 1,058 naira. That's what we are using to do that. Now, on the roads in Onitsha, yes, you've actually shown me to have a vast knowledge of Onitsha. But it's not just Onitsha. Just not just Onitsha. Just cross over to the other side, the Oka Junction by your wall. is something that the governor cannot stand the sight. It's so bad that the keke and the mother could even.
You are correct. Actually, somebody mentioned it.
If you go there, then take that same road to where we call something chicken. Then Tidemili River. It's impossible. So we are thinking in that direction. We will attend to that. So you see, in different areas we have these problems, but the ones we can take, we will take. So for the nature, you've mentioned the QRC is a portfolio issue. We will look at that. Peace Park by Oguta Road area. I don't know what it looks like. We are going to look at it and take a photograph and take it. More than that, we talk about the flood. You see, let me say, Feke is one place that was planned by the white men and is fully planned. And then they even planned the drainages. So planned. Unfortunately, just like I need to do COG, I go for the dance map one. They have one on Oceano, never on the main road, or the near face car, or learn in long gutter, or learn a gutter, put here gutter. Just about okay, here again. That spoils the road. So, anticipated flaws within that area is what was used in the design. But over time, people have overbuilt the area. And so there's a lot of flood water that is coming in. And also, people don't even take consideration of what they're supposed to do. All over the world, people don't allow the water from their compound to get into the road. We try to contain it, but in our own, what we do is we cement the whole area and then put a pipe that takes the water to the road. You don't know where the road is going. Forgive me if you are from Anambra side and Ejua Fasina. I bet Camille will sit on a jail and come on a joke. Or when we live in Oko, or when we live in Nanka, it's going to cause erosion because they are in the valley. So we have to educate our people that they should know that we will be able to contain some of the volume of the water within our area. Because look at what you just mentioned, the model. What they are telling us is we have to redesign the stormwater discharge, that is the drain, and increase it and move it. We are going to carry it all the way to
one gate through that Bank Plc killed the major.
Yes, we carry it to one gate. If you look at it before we came, I don't know whether you discover that from the River Niger through the Biafra market by the side through that one gate, continued to Odumeje. That road it was impassable. We did a big culvert, people call it bridge. We continue to do the drains, the big drain. We moved it to Odumeje, it's up to the Odumeje area. But before it wasn't so. But my worry is that tomorrow we see people dumping different kinds of refuse into it and block it and create another problem. So we as a government will do what we can do on that. But we are not going to give you any assurance. We'll do whatever that is possible for us. We are worried that it's going to create an erosion. We are going to look at it and see how to mitigate about it. On the leader to main market, leader to main market. Let me say this on the main market. The main market, as it was designed, was supposed to have about 9,000 shops. Today we have 22,000 shops. And there are parking lots. All those parking lots have been messed up. People are putting their so and people don't understand that you cannot shop if you don't park. If you can't park, you cannot shop. Because you can't stay in the car and go to shop. And if you don't park your car, there's no way you can ever shop. So what we've done is that we've made a mess of one of the biggest markets in West Africa. And people have been driven away. I don't know where you went to the new main market last.
I did go there.
But you need a shopping experience.
Yeah.
What are we doing as a government? We're going to do a different kind of talk. We're going to do it to one century market within that place where you will shop, with an experience, and they become the tourist attraction. But you can wrap go there na we see. So we are intentional about that. So we are going to look at that on the stock exchange small portfolios. Let me say this. Like I've said to you, the money available to state government cannot do anything. Let me say this. For us, Anambra is a very poor state. The resources available as GDP per capita gross GDP with it is 2%. So if it's 2% of GDP that is available to the state government, there's nothing the state government can be able to do. All over the world is between 30 and 40%. That's why you see them, they do the things they do. But with 2%, there is no. So we are actually asking for private community partnership.
That's what
so that people, those small portfolios, there is nothing preventing someone within that, or even the community or the landlords coming together and seal up the portfolio. And when you, because that portfolio will start from a very small crack and you keep going, you can fix it with 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, but you leave it until it becomes something that you begin to fix with millions. And there are things, so many things are craving for the attention of the state. So many things are craving for the hospital, the schools, everything. And then insecurity, youth unemployment, and so many. So we are asking that you help us advise people. In fact, upon Anambra, you'll see how many kilometers of road here now. That is the kind of thing we are looking at. Back of Holy Trinity, up by work by Warrior, we are going to look at that. But what I'm leaving you with is that we will do what is necessary, what we can do, and what is that has more effect, more social and economic effect on the people. Imagine that you are the person that, or your mother, or your brother, or your sister, or your child goes to Owo, go see if you're on a Oga Junction, if you're in a banning. Have you seen that video?
It does happen.
So you discover that becomes a priority for the government. Because this is the government that cares and listens, and we do that. So thanks very much for bringing this up to us. We will do whatever that it is. But we're making commitments in the ones we can't make commitment. Like I've made a commitment on behalf of Mr. Governor, or actually Mr. Governor has made a commitment on the Power Railway Road. Major project. Because Oko, very big town, very important town. Actually the cradle of the cradle and the pillar of Aguata can just have only one road. My brother. Or the normal. My brother, or the normal.
Honestly.
Of the normal. So we are going to make a commitment on that. The other ones, we are going to look at them within the available resources. One thing that you should know is that we, as a government, is not going to contract. We are not going to contract one code. We don't intend to hold them. But at the same time, we don't intend to do what we've not thought through, how we have to get the money to pay. We've not borrowed one kobo, I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
We don't intend to borrow unless when it becomes necessary. Unless when it becomes necessary. And whatever we borrowed for must be able to pay for it. So we don't borrow for consumption. We don't borrow to think, Asus is my friend, let me borrow and pack a bottle in his house. No. It's something that we'll be able to say, it's going to affect the people, it's going to be able to pay both in economic and social impact. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Before my colleague respond, or just like a little bit of a response. First of all, the issue of PPR, public-private partnership, is where I was heading to where you touched it, which is one place, one button this government needs to strike effectively.
That's it.
Because that is our key. And when that is done effectively, even myself, when we were saying that, I was like, all this stuff, we will actually try to do that. Only a place and our OP Bridge. If you are going from that magazine towards federal housing,
Yes.
that bridge where pothole there, build with massive traffic. every time. Palliative one thing palliative work will break it down. I was a GGM but one of the biggest challenge people discuss go with. Please, how do people like group organization everywhere in Anambra with social club, about social club, but they can invest their commitment to Anambra State through this PPR. But I want a situation whereby government can be easier to reach and easier to work with in order to put those, because some people are saying sometimes actually area of I say go and say law, and there was some bottleneck procedures for people to engage in such activities. So please, all that area I got to talk about, this government also help why in that regard.
Yeah, mine is that the word, let me use it, activate, for government to activate the PPP, public-private partnership arrangement. I think, and what any other time than now, there is no time to waste. Because me, as a person, any place as Ambassador General of Good Governance Ministry, I strongly advocated, or I'm still advocating, that government has a lot of capacity to initiate, implement, and execute, and even organize the devil and the good people and devil. Call them around the table and get this done. Because most times, Mr. Governor, our Professor Soludo, most times he will always give us statistics as resources are available to him. Like he has not borrowed. He's my mentor. When you talk of Professor of Economy, you say, these are people who look up. Who am I to even advise him? Who am I to say do this or do that? So, but my little self, I still believe that government has a lot of capacity to organize me and Chiledo and you and these people and call them. And for this road, let's look at arrangement. Once government put reward system, about reward system, sanction system, you can use taxation, you can use anything to encourage it. Come together, let's do this. I want to give an example from many people. In my time, up to 3 people attack the road, stone base, like the state government, one is in my village. The guy spent, I don't know, that was all he told me. He's based in the US. He spent 70 million naira. That was what he told me, like I said. I cannot verify that. To construct a road from my village in my merchandise, the former deputy governor came okay. The also see bullet the web on North Express. Then who's half like this, over buy like this. Stone base built by one person. And something like that, they open those like rural village and one other place. So something like that, the government can actually identify individuals, Anambra enough money to build a model. A model is not enough to say no. Just build a model so that people will key into that. The government will have contractors stand by. The kilometer of road is 1,000 naira or 2,000 naira. The government will put in 20 naira, just like Panama arrangement. So if something like that could, and that is what I'm advocating, if something like this could, like you said, activated, Mr. Governor, Professor Soludo, will not be talking about federal allocation of 9 billion naira. The money we have here, I can assure you, Mr. Honorable Commissioner, Mr. Commissioner, that in the Anambra, also the diaspora can do wonders here. That one is one part. The other one is, I want to know ministry that please provides road-based tenant agency, whether it's Ministry of Works. I have this operation, 0 potholes. Nkaduna Express, the reason why I'm asking that is that road is very important. And the area is about Naira Account so much more. I got a fee there, and meanwhile, I have losing the job work. agakwa like that. Ngozi ka ebe na Ngozi all my constituency. Photos do ebe a na-enye anyị so. And then maybe a high profile or by the civil servants or by the retired citizens because I focus it as big people. These are retired citizens like Okoma. I retire on the back, retire. So photos do ebe for. Ka nyela ya ka ndị road maintenance agency bịa nyela ya aka mee ka Chinedu ebe a na-esi ọ na-enyecha ya usoro and express afọ na ọrụ na-aga there and other places I understand the government has
just like you said,
has a lot to do but enwere ebe a na-eme eye service ọkwa eye service government is emotionally ọkwa rational thinking ị na-eme rational thinking ndị mmadụ and we see what I did, but our people are not rational. Our people are too emotional.
Yes.
I rest my case here, Commissioner.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, thanks very much. Proud what you said. We're going to look at it, but I want to say something. The only people that can develop their place is the people. In their name portfolio, my father, join invest about those things, they're looking for money. Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is what they're going to take from you. So for us, we're intentional about PCPP, Public Community Private Partnership. Okay. We're intentional about that. And Mr. Governor will tell you, but I know I have one PRO the person. Now you are going to receive a put out there. So what we are going to, we're actually investing in getting our people together, but we have to get our people through the communities. The people will do, let people develop their community. That is because when you do about 5 kilometers, which we commissioned in December, and other people are doing. People are competing now. There's someone that did it, someone did it, people are competing, but we then have to package and what and recognize them. And so the double name boutique now Anambra, if you go see a kilometer, so thanks very much. We do our best.
Thank you so much. Like having a talk with you. All right. Okay, we are just coming out from the office of the Commissioner of Works in Anambra State, and Mona, the Ambassador General Nduvisi and Enugu, or Good Governance Ministry. Mona Anugo, everything that we had the conversation with him. What you now need to do is to share it wide to every other person so that we can make our homeland a better place. GGM is out for public interest, and that is exactly what we are committed to. Thank you for watching. Keep sharing, keep liking, and keep subscribing for more. Bye-bye.